I'm here again with Matt Hand, our psychologist, athlete performance psychologist attached to our federation. Matt, I thought we should, it's an issue that always troubles me with young athletes, but the concept of athletes who just can't get in the ring because of uncontrollable, or won't get in the ring because of what they perceive as uncontrollable nerves. Is there some issues you'd like to talk us through with that?
Yeah, definitely. I think we can take a lot of advice and a lot of the research from other sports. Yeah, there's no point reinventing the wheel and trying to come up with something specifically for fighters in this respect. There was a study done out of a university down the coast about 3 years ago, which actually looked at this particular issue specifically with Thai fighters.
Right.
And what actually they do to overcome the nerves or the jitters or the heebie-jeebies, whatever we want to call it, which stops them getting into the ring and ultimately impacts their athletic performance. The more nervous energy you have, typically the worse you perform.
Yes.
There is a bell curve. There's a point where it does serve you and you can do well, but once you pass that threshold, it becomes detrimental and you can become confused and irritable and cranky and feel like giving up, typically. So what works? What they found in this study, the big thing was visualization, which is going through the fight, actually living it as if it was real in your head before the actual fight occurred. Now you can do this on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, anywhere from 1 week up to 1 month before the fight. Right up until the day, right up to 15-20 minutes before you actually get in the ring. If you make it as real as possible, so you close your eyes, you see yourself stepping into that ring, taking the walk down the aisle to the ring, getting into the ring itself. If you do the traditional Thai ceremony before the fight, certainly doing that as well. Hearing the sound of the bell dinging in the ear for the first round, and then going out there and doing what you think you'd do in that fight and letting your mind actually fight the fight for you. What that does is quite a unique thing. After a little while, your brain can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy. So the more you do it, the more your body or your brain, particularly your mind, actually thinks that it's sport the fight. Doing that does allay the nerves because you've already got experience. Even if it's only in your head, you've still got experience of what you think it will feel like. That's the first one which came out of the study. The second one was breathing. Whenever you get nervous, whenever you get stressed, particularly uncontrollably, you start to breathe from about here up, and that serves no one. You get tight around the shoulders, get tight around the neck, get tight around the scalp, feel quite headachy. Purely it has to do with breathing. So it's learning to deep breathe. And your trainer will be the best person to take you through this because they've trained a lot of people. And typically from an endurance perspective, you will take a deep breath in and breathe it into the belly. If you can slow your breathing rate down to about 7 breaths a minute, then you're doing well.
7 breaths is a guideline.
7 breaths is the guideline. So that's basically in for 4 seconds and out for 4 seconds with no real hold in between. That's an 8 second for 1 breath cycle. It's about 7.5.
Oh, that's a great guideline.
Which is a good guideline to work with. Those two simple techniques are probably going to be the best for allaying those nerves, particularly the crippling type nerves. If it is getting to the point where you just can't do it, or you won't do it, and you're trying but you're kind of freezing and you can't get out, talk to your trainers, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, talk to other fighters that you know that have been in the same situation or what they do to get through it. And it does come back to the pre-fight routine. If you need to, seek professional help. Seek out the help of a psychologist, someone who specialises in performance enhancement, optimisation type issues, to give you some strategies specifically for you.
Now that's one good thing. If we do have any psychologists out there looking at these tapes, we're always very keen to involve the various medical and allied related fields with the sport, be it physiotherapists, psychologists, acupuncturists. We're always very keen to make good, healthy relationships with practitioners across Australia, so please feel free to telephone me and we'll see what we can do about having you or your practice displayed on our website.